afternoon, everyone. Here it is on a Wednesday afternoon once again. Don't ever need this bad. So, try something new here today. New guitar. Let's see. Stuff set up. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. So, my glasses on so I can see what everybody's typing on here. So, we just got back from the Orlando, or not the Orlando, but the Sarasota Guitar Show. I am beat. I am really tired. Going good. Like I said, we just got done doing the Sarasota Guitar Show, and I am tired, very tired. It was a long weekend, to say the least. We did the show, loaded in on, yeah, sad emoji, yes. We loaded into the show, did our thing Friday, dealer day. Then we did cool, awesome. What time is it? 07, it's 07 here. Yeah, I guess it's about 08, 07. So, I appreciate you watching. So we did the show. We have 4 people, good, awesome, 4 people in here. We did the show in Sarasota on Friday, dealer day. Saturday was open to the public. It was packed. I mean, I did not see that coming at all. We had so many people at the show on Saturday. It was just jam-packed, and we were slammed pretty much all day until about, show closed at 5. I would say maybe about 4:15 we started seeing a slowdown. It was just slammed all day long. And then we had Sunday started out a little slow, but as the day went on, it actually was not bad. I don't know if you've seen my video talking about you should go on Sunday, because Sunday is probably the better day to go to a guitar show if you're looking for a deal. So, and some people did come out and they got some deals, as I know I got a couple deals from some people. So today on the channel, the guitar of the day is actually, this was owned by a buddy of mine. Well, a guy that I know. I'm not gonna say he's a buddy. I don't know him that well, but I do know him. This was Michael Britt's guitar. So a lot of people know him as Dr. Kemper. Or you might know him from playing in the band Lone Star. They did that song, Baby I Was Amazed. I guess that's how it was. It was called Amazed. I don't know. It was a hit, a big hit on pop, country, and rock stations, whatever. It was kind of a crossover. So this was one of his guitars. We picked this up at the show, got it in trade. It's the first time I've actually gotten to sit down and actually play with it. So that's what we did this past weekend. We were out doing the show, and then Monday came back here, set the store back up, put all the new stuff and all the stuff that we had taken to the show that did not sell, took it out, and we put it all back up in the shop. And then I left here and drove an hour from here, hour and 15 minutes, to my daughter's house. helped her move 40 minutes away from her house to another city. And we did that 3 times, back and forth all day long, moving furniture and all kinds of stuff. So I have not recovered since. I'm really starting to feel my age. My age is creeping up on me really quick from doing that. So there was something I was going to kind of bring up with people that I was going to talk about some stuff, and now I have to remember what it was. Yeah, if you just joined us, please hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and join us every Wednesday. I know what it was. We might move this stream to a later time. I know a lot of people have actually reached out to me and said, why don't you do it a little later? And I think we're gonna probably move it till in the maybe 8, maybe 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and move it a little longer to that time, so more people can actually join us when we do this. Because a lot of people look at this at 5 o'clock and they go, oh man, it's only it's 2 o'clock in California, or that West Coast time, and you've got the Central guys, they're 4 o'clock, and then you got I don't know what it is, mid time, they're 2 hours behind us. So it gets crazy for them. And I know how many people out there are actually over in Europe right now? How many people are actually over on the other side of the pond from us? Anybody out there watching from over on the other side of the pond? I know I do get some people from the other side, maybe out in Australia, some people in the, yeah, okay, so you are. Okay, so where are you actually at? Where are you actually at? You got your hand up. Where are you actually at? I want to know where you're watching from. And what time is it in your time period, your time zone right now? Are you ahead of us? Or are you behind us here? Because it is 5:13 my time. It's a Turkey. Wow, really? That's awesome. That's cool. Istanbul, Turkey. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, you're across the, Margie, you are 2 hours that way, behind me. I'm in Maui. Oh, cool. But I'm really in, North Carolina. Maui. Man, I would like to be in Maui. Surfing. God, man. Talk about our waves. Yeah, Margie's 2 hours behind me in the Ocala area, Gainesville or Ocala. Go Gators. So, but yeah, we picked this one up at the guitar show. It's one of Michael Britt's one of his old guitars. We got this beautiful Tom Anderson. Great guitars. If you don't know anything about Tom Anderson's, great guitar. It's a very, very good guitar. Very good. So once again, we tried to do the whole laptop thing again. That didn't work out. I'm just gonna have to sit at my house with the laptop instead of coming here 20 minutes prior, because we've been slammed all day. The day has been crazy in here. A lot of stuff has gone in and out. A lot of the guitars we brought back from the show have sold. Guitars have sold. We've sold a couple amps we brought back from the show. So it's been nonstop. So I know a lot of people say, oh, the economy sucks. It hadn't shown here. So the economy's actually pretty good. We're not doing any worse or any better than we normally do on summer. Because summers, I'll tell you what, summers can be a bear for, that's cool. Summers can be a bear if you're in retail. You know, everybody goes on vacation, especially here in Florida. You know, people take a vacation, they just go 60 miles from here and stay in Disney for a week. Disney, or now they got Universal. From what I understand, Disney is not doing too well this summer. So I don't know if that's, like I've talked about it before. I've talked about the whole Epic Universe thing that opened up, and I think that's kind of a Disney killer as we speak about that. If you're coming to the area, please go check that out. It's a really killer park. And actually, we talked to Alex. If you are familiar with the Flash Flood of Gear page or Gear, YouTube channel, Alex came to talk to me about what? Theme parks. We didn't talk. We barely talked anything about guitars. We talked about theme parks. We talked about my other channel, the Florida Fun and More channel. We talked about that. So if you're not familiar with that, that's my other channel, Florida Fun and More, to help you make your way around theme parks and different towns and stuff throughout the states and stuff like that. Phoenix is on there, and Atlanta is on there. I think Dover's on there. There's several of them on there that we talk about. So anyways, so I hope everybody is doing well on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I tell you what, it is nice outside. It is extremely warm. It is extremely warm. It is when I help load out my or move my daughter. It was a whopping 99 degrees. 99 degrees. Or as the people over at the pond say, naughty nine. Is it naughty nine? Is that how they say it? Naughty? 99? I think it's something like that. I know they pronounce it differently than we do. Talk about the naughties. Naughties, not the 90s. They talk the naughties. So I was going to talk about that a little bit, about music and stuff. We have a resurgence of 90s music happening right now in the club scenes. A lot of the clubs, the bands coming out, they're all playing 90s music. Yeah, it's making a resurgence now. And how do you feel about that? I mean, are you into that whole thing? Are you into the whole 90s resurgence of music? Or would you rather them keep playing what they've been playing for the last 10 to 15 years, which has been 80s stuff? You know, stuff that I kind of goof off every now and then. I'll go. So I don't know. I like the 90s stuff. I really do. I wish I could really get my band, the guys, the Occasional Astronauts, to play more 90s. I have pretty much begged them. Stuff like that. I've been trying to, boost that along. But they still want to do. So, I lived in Seattle all through the 90s. Oh, so you got to play. Or all that stuff. All that fun stuff, yeah. What do you got? What is it? What else got here? Let's see. I was also on, oh, cool. Oh, really? Cool. Awesome. Great. You got to ride with Chris. You know, a lot of people don't give him a lot of credit for being a bass player. He was actually a pretty good bass player. I always enjoyed his bass playing. I thought he was a pretty lyrical bass player. I mean, his parts fit. I mean, that whole band, they get a bad rap, but Dave Navarro on drums, Chris on bass, Kurt playing guitar and singing. Was Kurt a great guitar player? No! He was a great rhythm player. 90s grunge is different, yes. Yeah, exactly. Great line. Yeah, great bass line. Absolutely. Yeah, they were a really good band. They just kind of got a bad rap for a long time. And, you know, did they destroy hair metal band? All the hair metal stuff? Yes, they did. I remember the whole time. We were playing. At that time, we'd already seen the writing on the wall. We were already ahead of the curve. We'd already said, we're done. We're not doing that anymore. So we were already playing. Stuff like that, The Cure. We were already into that whole thing. So we were already kind of moving away from the, playing. God, it came. We were already out of that. I was trying to think how to play that. I hadn't played it in a couple weeks. I actually do play the band. Just forgot. It's on the set list. I don't see it. But in that time period, I remember we were playing in a place called JJ Whispers. It was a club in Orlando, and it was a huge club. I mean, every weekend or every night, because we played there 5 nights, and every night we played, God, there's probably 2,000 people inside this place. It was huge. It really was huge. And it was like crazy. We're like, playing. So stuff like that. And then we had learned how to play Teen Spirit. And I remember all of a sudden, the whole dance floor changed. It went from people doing this, just kind of dance around, to bam, 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 bam. They all just they were smashing each other. The slam dance thing started happening. It was like, holy crap. And all the women were all backed off, and all the guys were just going everywhere, all the way around the dance floor. And we're like, oh, this is cool. So we saw the writing. The people were like, they're done. We've had enough of. They were done with that. They were done with all the hair metal and the ballads and all the hair ballads. They were ready to let the frustration out. They were all ready for that. So it primed up a whole nother generation of people going out to, get their angst out. And it was great. I mean, it really was. I had so much fun in the 90s playing that type of stuff. Yes, I'm sure it was. So that was a great time. It really was. I had a lot of fun in the 80s too. I can't say that, it was, the 80s were a different time period. You had a lot of promiscuous women. I will say that. We had a lot of that because girls wore really short skirts and their hair was big, and they were, you know, oh, you're in the band. Oh boy, I love the band guys. A lot of that. Had a lot of that, and that was fun. It was fun. You know, every band had to have a huge production show. Everybody had to carry at least 100 lights and 20,000 watts of power or whatever to do these clubs, and just be extremely loud and put on a show like you would see a major band do. And then as times went on, that band was Einstein's Attic. You can look it up. You can find us. We're actually on YouTube. We're on Spotify. What else are we on? Any of the iTunes, all of it. They're all there. I did like playing in the nudist camp. It was fun. Except for those first 2 sets when I was afraid to look at anybody. Oh boy, I'll never learn. I'll never live that one down. I can't wait to play back out there again. This time I'm gonna look. Oh, that's great. But yeah, the times changed. I remember that whole time period. Mr. Cannon. Yeah, Mr. Cannon. I was talking to my bandmates about that just the other night, last week, whatever. Remember Mr. Cannon? I actually did get a call, on, I think it was Monday, from the drummer that I played with at that nudist colony. And he said, hey, our guitar player can't do this gig. Would you mind doing this gig? And I said, where is it at? He said, it's Cypress Cove. And I went, when is it? Because I would like to do it. And he goes, oh, it's the end of the month. And I went, can't do it. I'll be on a whole nother thing. I'll be out for a couple days, and I cannot do that one. But I'll let you know once I do that whole thing. I'll let you know what I did for 5 days. 5 days, I'm doing something else. I'll tell you about that. Hopefully I'll get to videotape some of that and get some of that on the channel, because I know there is some live music involved in that whole thing. And I've heard some of it is very good. So I'm gonna try to put some of that on the channel. And we've got the guitar show coming up shortly on the channel. I've started editing it. There's a lot of content that we did from the guitar show, so we're going to get that up shortly. So, anyways, so what shall we talked about a little about the 90s play Lucille back there. No, I'm not going to play Lucille. I can't play Lucille. I know, where's Lucille's? Oh, she's back over there. Yeah, she's over there. I'll tell you what, maybe next week we'll do that. Maybe we'll play Lucille next week. I don't know. I just, each time I try to bring out a different guitar. I like this guitar. I figured it's kind of neat. I told Michael I would use it. So. New one coming up, so that would be a lot of fun. You know, the one thing I did not do a lot of on this particular video, usually I try to interview a lot of the other dealers and stuff. We didn't do a lot of that. Thanks for even considering. No problem. Diego, right? Is that what that was? So I asked earlier, do we have any other people across the pond? Is anybody who is not from the United States on the channel right now? Anybody from other countries? We know we got the Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul, Turkey. I hope I said that right. I don't know. Anybody else from any other countries out there watching right now? Or is everybody from the States? Where's everybody from? Where's everybody from? I know we got Gainesville in the house. What is 138? I don't know what 138 is either. I have no idea. Steph, I know you're from Rockledge, that area, which is a hour that way, maybe an hour. Not even. Rockledge is not even. I don't think it's even an hour from here. As I play up there at Pinto's Lounge. Actually, I'll be in Pinto's not too long. Greetings from Michigan. Oh, okay, cool. 69 twice a day. I don't know how to go with that one. I don't know how to go with that one. I'm gonna leave that one to my wife, all right? All right, there's a high-end acoustic Luther in Seattle named Tom Anderson. I don't think it's the same one as this guy. I don't even know where, that's a terrible thing to say because I don't even know. I know he's in California, but I don't think it's the same guy. No. I don't know if he had a shop up there or not. I doubt it. I believe Anderson was just mainly the solid body guy. Not the same. Yeah. Okay, good. Good, I'm not crazy. So, anyways, we talked about the Guitar Show. We talked about the 90s and the movement of grunge that destroyed rock and roll as they knew it in the 90s. With all the girls with the big hair and the mini dresses and guys with big hair. I had big hair back then. I had really big hair back then. Because I was one of those rock guys that was playing all the rock stuff too. Archtops is the Seattle maker. Oh, okay. Okay. So he was. My attempt at playing jazz. So, yeah, the funny thing, I always play all this stuff. You guys always watch this stuff, and I always just throw stuff at you. So, that's what I do. What I do. So, yeah, if you're just joining, we are in the Guitar Attic in beautiful, Holly Hill, but we're almost Ormond Beach. Daytona Beach area. If you're not familiar with this whole area, we're close in the Daytona area. Home of the world's most famous beach and the Daytona 500 in Black Week. If you're not familiar with that whole thing. So we got about 14 people on here right now from what I can tell. 16 people, 14 people, I can't tell. But we got a few people just watching. We don't have a whole lot. We're talking about moving this thing to a later time. We're talking about moving it to 8, maybe 9 o'clock. What do you think? What would you rather see, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? I personally would like 8 o'clock. Just because once it gets 9 o'clock, then it gets to 10 o'clock, I got to go to bed because I'm old. 8 o'clock. All right, so 8 o'clock, we got one vote for 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. All right, got 2 for 8 o'clock. Let them come in. Come on. Give them to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? We got 2 for 8. Anybody else? Come on, give me. Come on. Whatever you want. No, you tell me. I'm asking you. Marjorie, please tell me. 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. 8. Benoit? Where are you at, Benoit? Lots of 8s. Benoit, where are you actually located at? Another 8. Diego says 8 as well. Okay, Margie says 8. Benoit, you gonna answer me? Come on, Benoit, where you at? Where you located? I'm just trying to figure out where Benoit is actually. Because is it French Canadian maybe? Are you in Canada? Or are you in France? I'm just trying to figure it out. Country? France. Okay, cool. See, I knew it. France. I just had some friends that just got back from there. Steph, come on. Okay, Steph is in Titusville, not Rockledge. Steph, I'll let you know next time I'm playing at Pintos, so you can come by and watch me play up there. Ah, Mexico. Mexico City, yeah, absolutely. My brother used to live there. My brother moved from the States. He moved there to Mexico City. Love to go play golf there. I've been to Mexico City. I actually went there years ago. Many, many years ago. I was actually just a kid. My mom and dad took me to Mexico City. Nice weather, I'm sure. I'm sure it's nice. There's probably kind of the same there as it is here. We're sitting at a whopping 98 degrees today. And I'm sure it's probably pretty close to that. Or probably you're probably a little cooler than we are. In Mexico City, I'm sure you're cooler. But yeah. I know people from the States don't have any idea how, like, there are places in Mexico that are very, very cool. Used to go to Baja, Mexico, and actually surf years ago. That's like I said, I used to be down that way and surfed in Baja, and great place. Peso. Used to come out of the water, and there would be kids there going, quarter, and we'd say, here you go, here's a peso. And they'd throw it down on the ground and go, no, give me quarter. They didn't want no pesos, they wanted quarters. It was great. Then I know as you take cruise ships into some of those areas, right now it is cloudy and 73. Really? That's cool. That's nice. That's great. 73. Man, I can walk 3 miles in that with no problem. It's 98 here? No, I'm not going to walk 3 miles a day. So, yeah, I remember taking a cruise ship going into like around Mexico and stuff, and the kids would all sit there and go, they want you to throw money off the ships, and you know, the quarters, you throw a peso, they're like, no. Mexican dollar, no, they want an American dollar. I don't blame them either. Exchange rate's a lot better. So, I love going to like Mexico. I love going down there. I still go down there and get a Cozumel and Costa Maya and stuff like that. You know, and I love going down there. It's a treat. I love the lucha libre. And I love the culture of how the people in Mexico love lucha libre. Lucha libre is that, I can't even say it. But yeah, I love the whole mysterious thing about the masked luchadors. So here I go, getting back into that whole wrestling thing. If you watched the channel before, you know that I kind of Cabo Wabo, yes. Sammy Hager's Cabo Wabo, yeah. I've never been there. I've always wanted to go down there, but yeah, if like I said, if you've ever watched the channel, I tend to slide into wrestling because wrestling is my passion. That's become it used to be, it was nothing but chicken foot. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't understand.
She doesn't understand chicken foot. It's a band. It's funny when your watch is listening to you. But yeah, I go off on these wrestling tangents sometimes. So sorry, that's my passion. Guitars used to be my passion. I'll tell you this right now. If you love guitars and you want to, you know, start a business and stuff, just be prepared to kill your passion. Anything you do, and I think I've said this before in this channel before, that if you open your passion, you kill the passion. So think wisely about doing something, because now guitars to me, even though I love them, like I love this guitar, it's a great guitar, but unfortunately it's just a number to me. I love my Mexican Chris. Wow, I have a case back here for one of those if you don't have one. I have the actual signature case sitting back there in the back if you don't have the right case. So just putting that out there for you, Margie. Not that I want you to have to drive 2 hours to come see me. That's not a bad thing. Anyways, what do we got here? We're 41 minutes. We're going to go to 1 hour. So if you're wondering how long we're going to be on here, we're going to be here for 1 hour. Then we're out of here. We have some other stuff that we have to do once again. So is that good for everybody? Is that all right? 6 o'clock. We're getting out of here. So need some more Wawa. This is bottle number 10 for the day. By the way, bottle number 10. You know, the whole weekend when I was down in Sarasota doing the guitar show, I drank maybe 3 bottles the whole time I was down there. That's not like me. I usually try to drink 10 to 15 bottles of water every day. I know it's crazy. I know people are like, what? What's your favorite drink to drink, people? Soda? You drink sodas? I know I like, tell you, Mexico guy. I tell you what, I love the Mexican Cokes, Mexican Sprites, any of that stuff. You guys put real sugar in there, and there's nothing like putting real sugar in one of those soft drinks. It's not like the people in France who have the Cokes there. Cokes there, ooh, ugh, yuck, not good. Coffee, Zephyr Hills, ooh, really, you like that? A lot of sugar, exactly, I just said that. Love a lot of sugar in those Cokes down there in the Sprites, the soft drinks. I remember going to a little handy way or whatever, just a little food mart, to get something in Mexico. Can you play Megadeth? I don't. I can't remember how it goes, but I used to be able to do. Yeah, I did some Megadeth years ago. But yeah, I went to this Mexican food store, and I got my first Mexican Coke and a Sprite there, and I was like, oh, this is great. This is the best I've ever had. And as soon as I get out of there, there's a guy going, hey man, you need something? Rolo, make you, huh? I'm like, what? All night long. Like, what? It's like, wow. It's just, they're peddling whatever. I come out of the food store for, little Coke, little, they didn't want pot. They had Coke and Viagra, I think is what he was trying to sell me. I was like, wow. So that was my first time having that happen. But yeah, I liked it I do like it down there. It's interesting. I like any culture. I like any culture. I like to experience all the cultures. It's always fun because people are different everywhere, and it's always good to meet people from different cultures and learn about their cultures and just, don't be a snob. I'm not that guy. I love learning about people and how they live, because we the people in the States take for granted what we have here. I'm sure the guy, I got a new pair of Swamp Ash changing strings. That's up. They didn't glue it on. That's crazy. Is it a Swamp Ash from Indonesia? That's a lot. That's my main question. Is it from Indonesia, or was it made up in Maryland? But no, the guy that is in Mexico, I mean, there are places in Mexico that are like pretty hardcore. I mean, I can, you know, I look at the states, and the states, yeah, we do have some places that aren't the most beautiful place in the world. I mean, there are some pretty sketchy places, but what we have here compared to what, you know, people in parts of Mexico have in other places in the country, it's just totally different. Super glue it. No, do not super glue it. Don't listen to that. It's an SE, yep. Okay, so just go get some Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue, just regular Elmer's glue would be, don't super glue it. Do not super glue it. And here's the reason I say that, because if that nut wears out, you're gonna have a biatch of a time popping that thing from the side. It's gonna split, then you're gonna have to take a chisel in there, like a little, well, not a little chisel, but maybe a screwdriver or something to go down there and pop that out. If it is super glued, pop, one little hammer, pop, it'll come right out. You'll be done with it. But yeah, just put some super glue in there. Or not super glue, but Elmer's glue. Just glue, regular glue. No super glue. Don't listen to Steph on that one. All right, we got rosewood or maple. What's your preference? Ah, that's why I ask. I know it might have come off again. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But what is my preference, rosewood or maple? My age, I'm going to actually say maple as of late. I've been using a lot of maple. I actually have a Johnny Highland which has a maple neck on it. And I can see that a lot better on stage lights, dark at night, and as I get tired through the night, I can see the maple better than I can the rosewood. I like rosewood because you can dig into it. You can really dig into a rosewood neck and get into it. Dr. Hook. Let me think about that. Yeah, I've actually played some. And actually, if you look back here, if you see a little bit of the blue guitar back there, that actually was owned by my buddy Brad Sayre, who played with Dr. Hook. And actually, Dr. Hook actually lived in this area. Sorry, I dropped you. Actually lived in this area, and actually Ray Sawyer, we used to see him from time to time around here. So, but yeah, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone. That's it. Yeah, that was it. It's just, if you want to know it, it's A, E, and D. That's it. Rolling Stone. That was like one of their big hits, I think. Dr. Hook did. And there was one other song that they did have, but Rolling Stone, I think, was one that went over really big with all the hippies at that point. Man, that's going back. That's 60s. And you want to know why I know that song? We actually played that song with a band called, I played in a band called the Pit Road Pickers, which is a band that's kind of bases around the NASCAR circuit. And we traveled to different racetracks and stuff like that. We set up and played, sponsored by El Bandito Yankee Tequila. To put that sponsor out there. Sylvia's mother. Sylvia's mother. Who's Sylvia? I don't know her. No. That song slaps. It does? Okay, good. But yeah, so we play all these NASCAR tracks, and that's one of the songs that we do play from time to time. I just have Like I said, I had to think about it for a second. Sylvie's Mother is a song from them. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Didn't know that. Sorry. Not a huge. I mean, I'm not a. I mean, that was a little before my time. It was a little before my time. I didn't know. So the only reason I know it, like I said, they played it in a NASCAR band. El Bandito. Ever heard the song Bandito by the? Yes, I have heard that song. I have never played that song. Great song. Love the Bandito. Bandito by their Refreshments. Yes. So yeah, yeah. That's a Bandito is a good song. Really good song. I should learn it. I should sit and learn it one day because it is a great song. I'd love to get. That's a song I would love to get my band to play. But that's 90s again. And if you got here late, you didn't hear the whole discussion about my band won't play anything in the 90s. Freaking great song. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I totally agree. So, Refreshments for a good band. How long does it take for you to pick up a song? Oh, cool. You guys do it. Great. Have you ever heard of Woody Guthrie? Sure, I've heard of. Yeah, of course I've heard of Woody Guthrie. He's a great songwriter. Arlo was the one that did the. When I was a little kid, Arlo Guthrie, they used to play this. God, Alice's Kitchen, I think it was, and they would play it all day long on the radio. It was like a 15-minute song. They just would play it. So Arlo was Woody's father, I think, or vice versa, one of the two. Alice's Restaurant. That's it, exactly. Alice's Restaurant. Yep. So, but how long does it take me to pick up a song? Usually not very long. I can usually figure out songs pretty quick. I just listen to them. But you know what? It has got so crazy with, and this is something I did want to talk about. YouTube, you can go on YouTube, and if you're not sure of how to play a song, somebody will show you how to play it. I don't particularly like to watch people show me how to play these songs. I would rather watch somebody playing it and watch how they're kind of doing it and watch the kind of the structure of what they're doing. I don't want somebody to sit here and go, all right. I don't want to see that. I'd rather watch somebody do it. And then I go, oh, okay, I can play that. Or, you know. I can watch somebody play that and I can figure out what they're playing. I can, you know, that's easier for me to do it than actually having somebody teach me the song. I can usually pick up just by watching. So it doesn't take me very long. And I can, if I don't have the option, if it's a song that nobody has covered or shown you how to play it, I'll sit down and learn it. Like today, I was going to talk about this, that my singer in my duo that I do said I want to do 2 songs this week. I want to add to the list. He wanted, Don't You, what is it? I've goofed it up. No. You break my heart, but you, oh. What is that? It's Glass Tiger. Yeah, Glass Tiger. So you had to learn that one. That one was easy. I listened to that one and figured it all out. So figured that out. You know, just the basics of it. I know there's a so I had to figure that out. And then the other one he gave me, this is where my little beef comes from. Okay, so he goes, let's play Missing You by John Waite, which I just saw him, in the key of E. Well, the song is not in the key of E. The song is actually in the key of F sharp. And it's actually a pretty funky little variation of the chord. But he wants to learn it. E, A, and B, okay? And then there's a C sharp minor, then back to. So, anyways, the reason he wanted to play it this way is because on Ultimate Tabs, or Ultimate Guitar, I guess it is, the chords were there. So did you learn, I'm free? How's that song? I'm free. How's that song go? I used to play this song. I'm free. Do what I want. Can't remember how it goes. Or the other one. I don't know Alice's Restaurant, believe it or not. Like I said, it was before my time. I was a little kid. Little kid. So, but, so yeah. So we learn all these songs, but yeah, like the tab or the chord structure for that song was totally wrong. How much for the Red Mockingbird? I think it's like $700, something like that. That's a good Simon piece. I don't know, but yeah, it's like $700, I believe. But yeah, so you can't trust these tabs, these even Ultimate Guitar. Why would you? I mean, F sharp and E. That's a whole step. I mean, completely way off. I don't get that. I really don't get why they actually told you to play it that far off of what it should have been. So, I remember playing the song years ago, and it was actually a really funky little variation. I don't remember. It was, God, I cannot remember how that goes. But anyway, it was a really different variation of playing an F sharp. With a 9 on top, I can't, or 11, it might have been the 11 on top. I don't remember. Like I said, it's just been many, many years ago since I played that song. And then he sent me the thing, let's play Missing You in the key of E. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it's on Ultimate Guitar. And I looked and I went, that's not right. I mean, it's really low. So, anyways, we're gonna play it in the key of E. I'm just the guitar player. Hello, Randy. Can you say? What can you say, Harley Benton? What can I say about those Harley Benton guitars? For the money, they're very good guitars. How about that? Much better than like a Firefly or any of those offshoot guitars. What's the rarest guitar to come across your shop? In this shop, what? Yeah, well, we're already half step down. So that's already off the, and this guy that I play with and talk about that, the guy can sing Journey, all that stuff, no problem. Skid Row, all of it. It's like, that's second nature to him. So the key thing is not anything to do with his voice. So, the rarest guitar that's ever come in this shop, I did not buy it because I could not afford it, was a 1959 Gibson Explorer Carina and a 1958 Flying V. I've already owned two of those in the past, but this one came in the shop. These two came in the shop at the same day. A greeny one. Well, no, we've never had. Actually, I did play greeny. Believe it or not, I actually did get to play greeny before Kurt Hammock had it. A friend of mine had it. Yeah, everything we play is a half step down. Yep, everything. Yeah, you know, a lot of bands, as bands get older, like guys in their 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever, a lot of bands tune a half step down. Stevie Ray Vaughan was a half step down. Hendrix was a half step down. A lot of the bands from the 80s were a half step down, if you haven't figured that out already. So, I don't know if I don't think Bon Jovi was. I know Poison was a half step down. There were a few bands that actually were a half step down. But that's a whole nother subject. Trying to get my band to tune a half step down. Do it. Yeah, I'll give you the best reason to tune a half step down. Not only does it save your vocalist, whoever's singing. I'm old, yeah. The other reason, yeah, I do too. Strats down, yeah. The main reason I like tuning a half step down is I think everything sounds more full. I think it fullens up. It makes the band fuller sounding. It just fills everything up. You wouldn't think so, but it does. It really makes things full. Yeah, Metallica was another one that was a half step down. I forgot about that, but yeah. There's quite a few bands that are actually a half step down, especially a lot of those bands from the 80s. A lot of the bands now are drop D. They're drop D or drop C or everything is way down. I mean, and my theory on that is like, well, if you're going to do that, you might as well just play all bases. Everybody plays Spinal Tap because it goes to 11. But anyways, so just remember, we are going to start doing this at 8 o'clock. We're going to go to 8 o'clock. It was unanimous tonight or today, whatever it is, this afternoon, that we're going to move to 8 o'clock next Wednesday. And we'll do that for next Wednesday. And I believe the following week we will not be on because we have a trip that we have to take to do some stuff. So we will not be on the following. But next week, 8 o'clock, we'll go on. And hopefully I'll have the stupid laptop. Axl Rose. Are those actual? No, these are just readers. Because I can't see the little screen there. So no, this has nothing to do with Axl Rose. Okay, guys. Diego, good to see you. And tune in next week. Sing. This one goes out to the one I love. This one goes out to the one I left behind, you guys. All right, guys, I am out of here. And that's all you're getting from me from singing. Because you know why? I'm not getting paid. This is another thing, guys. Don't play for free. If you're a good musician, do not play for free. You have a talent. Make money from it. Be a whore. Play for money. Can some play Enter Sandman or Smoke on the Water? Yeah, I don't care if they come and go. gotta think about Kiss for a second. I don't know why I can't think of Kiss. I know a billion Kiss songs. I don't know why. Suzy Q, don't know that one. And Hocus Pocus, no. I have to ask Gary to play that one. Gary, my buddy Gary Hoey will have to play that for you. He does it really good. I mean, I know it's. That's all you're getting. All right, I'm out of here. I'm after my time. I said 6 o'clock. It's 6:06. You guys tuned in too late. I know we have like 20 something people on here right now, but I'm done. I do this till 6 o'clock now. Next week, 8 o'clock, we'll do it live here. Once again, we probably will not be here. We will probably be in the Guitar Addict studio, Dancing with Brittany. I don't know that song. Sorry. I never danced with Brittany before. Have I ever danced with Brittany before? That's a good question. I don't think I ever have. G.O.D., the GOAT. You know, people say Chris Jericho's the G.O.T. Thank you. Hello from Ukraine. Wow, awesome. Awesome. Or is that Ukraine? Is that what it said? I think I said Ukraine. Awesome. Good to see you. Anyways, all right, guys. Till next time. Same bat channel. Different bat time. Somebody by Lex Thomas. Something by Lex. Hey, look at there's Lex Thomas right there. I'm looking at him right there. Look at him. Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo. Lex Thomas is Adam the Woo. I'm telling you that. If you don't know who Lex Thomas is, and if that is Lex Thomas under a different name, Adam the Woo. From North Carolina and Celebration, Florida. See. All right, guys, I'm out of here. 8 o'clock next time, right here on this channel. We'll talk about all kinds of stuff. We'll be in the Guitar Addict Studios, and whamma lamma, shamma lamma, my ding dong. I'm out of here. Bye, guys. See ya. Have a great one. How do I turn this thing off? I do this every time.